Hi everyone and welcome to Positively Kimmie. I am Kimmie. If you are new here, welcome. This is a safe space. And if you're one of my returning subscribers and my besties, hi guys, how are you? I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Welcome to my MOUNJARO journey, my MOUNJARO Monday, MOUNJARO countdown, weight loss journey, whatever it is you want to call it. But today I will be talking about MOUNJARO. But you couldn't guess that one. Okay, so I'm on week 10. I'm starting week 10. Week 9 I didn't do a video for because I had broken my foot and I was in a splint, a fiberglass splint, so I could not weigh myself. And then on Wednesday, I think, I ended up in the hospital with pancreatitis, and they gave me an IV and it was filled with sodium. So when I came home from the hospital, I weighed myself and I was 191 pounds, which was really discouraging because I had gone down to 189 and got into the 180s finally. Now, if you want to see how I'm doing, we're going to get to that. But that's just the backstory as to why there was no video last week and why my weight might not have dropped dramatically, if at all, this week. So this is what your MOUNJARO pen looks like. I am on the 10 milligrams right there. And what you're going to do is get an alcohol pad. I have 2 here. And you're going to clean the area that you want to put it on. First of all, when you get your MOUNJARO, let's start that. When you first get your MOUNJARO, you want to make sure it's refrigerated. And you want to take it out about 20 minutes to a half an hour before, because you need this part to be see-through. If it's cloudy, you don't want to use it. This might look cloudy on here, but it's really not. I can see through it. It's been out for about an hour because I got busy with something. You want to do this in your thigh, in your stomach, the fatty part of your stomach, or the fatty part of your arms. Today I'm going to do this arm, and which is going to be interesting. Okay, there we go. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to clean off the area. And we're going to clean off an area bigger than where we think it's going to go, because you don't know exactly where we're putting it. So we want that whole area to be nice and clean. And while it's drying off, you're going to take your pen, you're going to unlock it, because it has a lock and an unlock. We're going to unlock it, and you're going to take off the bottom, which is where the needle is, and the needle is in here, and this is dry. So we are going to just place that up against our arm, push this in, it pops back out, and you're going to wait 5 to 10 seconds longer, and then you will pull it out just to make sure it's all gotten in there. And then you're going to take another clean alcohol pad, and you're going to get the area that you put your MOUNJARO in. Now, what I don't want you to do is sit around, especially if this is your first time taking it or going up in doses, is sit around and worry about side effects. I don't want you to sit there and say, oh my God, what am I supposed to feel? What's going on? How am I supposed to do this? It's going to work, hopefully for you. And you're not going to have very many side effects, but you can have several side effects that lead to GI problems like pancreatitis, gastroparesis. You can get gallbladder attacks. You can have some mental fogginess going on. You can also have cold hands, which is something I just learned about. But there's a whole bunch of side effects you can get. All the GLP ones basically have the same side effects. So you might find that you react better to one than you do another one. I was on Ozempic for about 43 weeks and lost 60 pounds on that. So now I changed to MOUNJARO because MOUNJARO, the dosing is a little bit higher. It goes up a little bit higher than the Ozempic, which is why I changed. Now the 10 milligrams, I believe, is equivalent to 2 milligrams of Ozempic, which is what I was on. Now 15 milligrams is all the MOUNJARO does go up to. And that would be about 2.5, maybe, I think. I'm not entirely sure. But you're not going to sit here and stress over these side effects. You can get extreme poop, extreme constipation. You can, get a whole array of things. If they are more than just bothersome to you, speak to your doctor about that, and maybe there's a different regimen that you can do. In the meantime, know that some of these things are normal. You're not alone. There's a lot of information out there. When I had first started, I was reading things and watching YouTube videos on both positive and negative effects of MOUNJARO and how it reacted differently to different people. I have been very fortunate. Yes, I was just in the hospital with pancreatitis, but it's not related to this. I happened to have what was called a Whipple surgery back in 2002 because I had a precancerous pancreatic tumor, and I have had a bad stomach ever since then. So for me, that's the MOUNJARO and the Ozempic did not cause the gastroparesis, the small bowel obstructions that I get, or the pancreatitis that I get, and we know that, which is why I'm staying on it. Now, I've been on MOUNJARO for... This is my 10th week, so this is really talking about week 9. And like I said, when I came home from the hospital, I was 191 pounds. And that was, I came home Friday. Today is Monday. So that was 2.5 days ago. And now I'm down to 188. So I ended up losing a whole pound from the week prior. And actually ended up taking off a few pounds from the 191, but I knew that was from all the salt and the sodium that they had given me in the IVs and things like that. So we'll see next week how we do. A pound is still a pound, so that's excellent. And so I've gone from 206 to 188. So I'm down 18 pounds altogether, which is awesome. And I'm going to continue on this journey, and hopefully you'll continue on this journey with me. Let me know if you're on MOUNJARO or weight loss medicine down below and how you're doing, and if you have any questions. I have a very good friend who's an excellent resource. His name is MOUNJARO with Ali, A-L-Y. And he has been on this and hit his goal and his target weight. I'm so proud of you. Almost 2 weeks ago. And he just is a wealth of knowledge, things that I don't know. Now, here in the U.S., I don't pay for my MOUNJARO. And there it seems like the prices have gone up. And even here, the prices have increased also on these GLP-1s. And if you want that kind of information, he's an excellent resource for that. So I would go check out his channel, definitely. And that would be my update. So I lost a pound this week, leaving me to 18 pounds down from when I started on the MOUNJARO. I started at 206. So we are doing slow and steady, which is the way to do it. You don't want to lose... You really do want to lose like 5-10 pounds at a clip, but that's not the healthy way to do it, and that's not sustainable, and that's not going to be good for you. So they say between 1 and 2 pounds a week. As long as I stay within that range every week, I'm good. I have one more of the 10 milligram pens to do, and then I go up to the 15 milligrams, which is where I will stay. You can also do what's called microdosing, which is something I know nothing about. So again, my friend Allie knows all about that. If you have any questions regarding microdosing, I would hit him up as a resource and tell him that Positively Kimmie sent you. And check him out because, like I said, he's a wealth of information. He's been doing this a lot longer than I have. So I hope that was helpful to you in some way. If you have any questions, always check with your doctor, or you can ask me. And I want this to be a safe space for people to talk about losing weight, gaining weight, I'm always so nervous when I gain weight that I've let everybody down, and I don't want that to be the case. I want you to know that it happens, or our body weight fluctuates here and there, and that's okay. You know, and you're going to have weeks where maybe you went up or plateaued and stayed the same. Boy, did I plateau in August of last year. And it seemed like the scale was never moving, but my clothes were fitting differently, and that's called a non-scale victory. And you have to take those seriously. Like, are your clothes fitting differently? Are people complimenting you? Are you noticing changes in your energy level? And if you are, that's all whether it shows on the scale or not, those are all wins, and you should be very proud of yourself for any accomplishments that you are doing, because you're not gaining weight anymore, you're losing the weight. And even if it's a slow weight loss, it's still a loss. Even if it's a few ounces, it's still a loss. So just be proud of yourself for that. And I know I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of myself also. And I hope this was helpful in some way to you. In the meantime, be happy, be healthy, be blessed, but most of all, be positively you, because there's no one else quite like you, and that makes me so incredibly happy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share if you know anyone who would enjoy this video or like my content. And you guys rock. Love you.